So in Brown corpus, the tag set PP $sign stands for determiner possessive. So can you elaborate what determiner possessive is and what with examples? So determiner possessive with examples, and then other tag sets, other relevant tag sets in the Brown corpus that might be important. What? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, but I can read what you type. Feel free to share your thoughts or questions, and I'll help with whatever you need.
Are you really saying that you cannot hear my words, what I'm saying?
That's right. I can't hear spoken words, but I can read everything you write. So if you type out what you're thinking or asking, I'll respond to that.
I've given you a set of questions. I want you to elaborate those questions. So the first question is, in Brown corpus, the tag set PP $sign stands for determiner possessive. Now I want you to elaborate what determiner possessive is.
In the Brown corpus, the tag PP-DOL stands for determiner possessive. A determiner possessive is a type of word that shows possession or ownership and functions like a determiner in a sentence. In English, possessive determiners include words like my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. These words indicate that something belongs to someone or something and modify nouns, much like articles like the or a do. For example, my book is on the table. Her car is parked outside. In these sentences, my and her are possessive determiners because they tell us who the book and car belong to. These determiners help specify ownership and are different from possessive pronouns like mine, yours, etc., which replace nouns instead of modifying them. Is that clear, or would you like me to go further into this?
Now, I want you to give me the relevant tag sets in the Brown corpus. I want you to, for example, pronoun possessive, proper plural, reflexive, pronoun singular, reflexive. I want you to give me the tag sets for these, as well as the relevant tag sets, the important tag sets mentioned in the Brown corpus.
The Brown corpus uses a specific tag set to annotate parts of speech and grammatical features in English. Here's a breakdown of the relevant tags you've mentioned, as well as some important tags in the corpus. 1. PP dollars, pronoun possessive. This tag indicates possessive pronouns used as determiners, e.g. my, your, his, her, its, our, their. 2. PPL, pronoun possessive plural. This tag refers to possessive pronouns that are plural, e.g. ours, theirs. 3. Pronoun singular. This tag is used for third-person singular pronouns, e.g. he, she, it. 4. PL, pronoun plural. This tag is for plural personal pronouns, e.g. we, they. 5. PPR, pronoun reflexive. Reflexive pronouns, e.g. myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. 6. PPSZ, pronoun singular, forms of the verb to be, is, was. An example of this might be he's or she's, where the pronoun is followed by the contracted verb. 7. PPSMD, pronoun singular, modal. This tag is used when a singular pronoun is followed by a modal verb, i.g. he can, she will. Some other important tag sets in the Brown corpus. NN, noun singular. For singular common nouns, e.g. dog, car, noun. For plural nouns, e.g. dogs, cars. NP, proper noun singular, used for singular proper nouns, e.g. John, New York. NPS, proper noun plural, used for plural proper nouns, e.g. the Smiths. Verb, base form. This tag represents the base form of a verb, e.g. run, eat. VBD, verb, past tense forms of verbs, e.g. ran, ate. VBZ, verb, third person singular present verbs in the third person singular present tense, e.g. runs, eats. Adjective for adjectives, e.g. happy, quick. RB adverb for adverbs, e.g. quickly, slowly. And preposition used for prepositions, e.g. in, on, under. This should give you an idea of the types of tags used to label different parts of speech and grammatical features in the Brown corpus. If you'd like more details or specific examples, feel free to ask.
I wouldn't dare to go back look at what you've written because you're gonna be acting. I just did. I'm a daring guy, a guy with guts. All right, let's see what this has to tell. So PP dollar sign, and then what's next is pronoun possessive PPL, ours, yours, theirs. Then PPS for person pronoun singular, he, she, it. PPLS pronoun plural, we, they. PPR pronoun reflexive, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. PPS plus BEZ pronoun singular, forms of the verb to be, is, was, he is, she is, uh, where the pronoun is followed by the contracted verb. PPS plus MD, pronoun singular plus model, model verb, he can, she will, singular pronoun followed by a model verb. Uh, NN. What? Okay. So, noun singular, NNS, noun plural. I never say go there. Right? So, I hope you get it. Uh, NN, noun singular, dog car. NNS, noun plural, dogs, cars. NP, proper noun singular. NPS, proper noun plural. The Smiths. VB, base form of a verb, run, eat. VBD, verb, past tense, ran, ate. Past tense forms of the verbs. VBZ, what the heck? Ah, so VBZ, verb, third person singular present, third person verb, runs, eats. JJ, adjective, happy, quick. RB, adverb, quickly, slowly. Uh, IN, preposition, in, on, under. Okay, good one. That's a good job. That's a good detail on. That's a good detail on the tag sets of the tag sets of the brown corpus, but it has, like I said, uh, now see, this is what compels me to do, right? So I can't help it. I want to help it, but it's not going to work. That's the whole thing about it. Now, Henry Cuara and W. Nelson Francis. Henry Cuara and W. Nelson Francis, what are they associated with? So, what what they're associated with is the brown corpus, of course. The taxers of which we just discussed. right? So the Henry Quara and W. Nelson Francis talked about the brown corpus. I hope for it to get connected. Okay, so now the next is Henry Quara and W. Nelson Francis compiled the Brown Corpus. Now, tell me the details about what the Brown Corpus includes. What problem does this help to solve? Who are Henry Quara and W. Nelson Francis? Where do they belong to, and in what year did they develop the brown corpus, all of that?
The Brown corpus was a groundbreaking development in computational linguistics and language research. It was compiled by Henry Kuchera and W. Nelson Francis in the early 1960s. Background and creation. The Brown corpus is also known as the standard corpus of present-day American English. It was named after Brown University in Providence, Rhode Island, where both Kuchera and Francis were faculty members. The corpus was designed to be a representative sample of written American English, drawn from a variety of sources published in the year 1961. The texts in the corpus were taken from 15 different categories, including fiction, science, journalism, and other genres, making it one of the first corpora to systematically cover different registers of language. Composition. The Brown corpus consists of 1 million words divided into 500 text samples, each approximately 2,000 words in length. The texts were sampled from books, magazines, newspapers, government documents, and academic journals, with efforts made to ensure a broad coverage of American English as it was written in the early 60s. Goals and problems. It solved. The Brown corpus was developed to aid empirical studies of language and quantitative linguistics. Before its creation, linguistic analysis was often qualitative and subjective. The Brown corpus provided quantifiable, real-world data that could be used to study the frequency of words, grammar, and syntax, and to observe patterns in language use. It became a benchmark dataset for computational linguistics, helping to solve problems related to automatic text processing, language modeling, and natural language understanding. The corpus was particularly valuable for frequency analysis, how often particular words and structures occur in written English, which was crucial for fields like machine translation, speech recognition, and lexicography, dictionary making. Who were Henry Kuchera and W. Nelson Francis? A Czech-born linguist, Kuchera was a pioneer in the use of computers to study language. He contributed to the field of computational linguistics and was instrumental in applying computational methods to large-scale language analysis. He was an American linguist and a professor of English at Brown University. Francis had a deep interest in descriptive linguistics, focusing on the structure of English. His collaboration with Kuchera on the Brown corpus significantly impacted both linguistic theory and practice. Impact and legacy. The Brown corpus was the first computer-readable corpus of English, setting the stage for the development of many subsequent corpora, including the Lancaster Oslo Bergen corpus, ELOP for British English, and the British National Corpus, BNC. It laid the foundation for corpus linguistics, a field that studies language based on real examples of use rather than invented examples. Kuchera and Francis's work with the Brown corpus is still recognized today for its innovation and influence on modern language technology. It allowed linguists and computational scientists to approach the study of language with new rigor and precision, driving advancements in natural language processing and data-driven language research.
What other projects did you mention, like LOB corpus? One of the things that you mentioned. So, what other corpus did you mention? BNC.
I mentioned the Lancaster Oslo Bergen corpus, LOB, and the British National Corpus, BNC, in addition to the Brown corpus. The Labi corpus was designed to be the British English counterpart to the Brown corpus. It was compiled in the 1970s and contains 1 million words of British English from texts published in 1961, mirroring the structure of the Brown corpus. It was a joint effort between researchers at Lancaster University, the University of Oslo, and Bergen University. The British National Corpus, BNC, is a much larger corpus developed in the 1990s. It contains over 100 million words of both written and spoken British English, covering a wide range of genres and topics. It was created to provide a more extensive and diverse data set for the study of contemporary British English. These corpora, along with the Brown corpus, have played crucial roles in the development of corpus linguistics and computational language studies.
The next question talks about the item and arrangement model. So there is item and process model, there is item and paradigm model, and then there is item and arrangement model. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. The three models you've mentioned, item and arrangement, IA model, item and process, IP model, and item and paradigm, IPA model, are different approaches to morphological analysis and linguistics. One, item and arrangement, I model. This approach views words as being built up by arranging discrete morphemes in a linear sequence. In this model,